All right, here's Ted Liggety's second run Solden World Cup last weekend, 2013-14 World Cup season opener. GS, and he came through, man. He is amazing, Mr. GS. Third time in a row there. And what's fun about watching World Cup races is besides just having fun, enjoying it, we should always try to look at something that he's doing that we're working on because a lot of the basics are the same. They are basics. And here comes Ted through here, and you can see right away that where is he looking? He's looking ahead. You know, obviously you can see the next gate and panels over here, but where are his eyes going? They're down there to the next panel because how he skis the next panel depends on where the following one is. If it's offset, he needs to give himself more room above the panel and rise line, take it deeper, etc. Set up more. So key thing, always look ahead. Comes in here because it's a little bit offset. He gets himself outside rise line, brings it back to the gate, and levels out. I mean, look at those shoulders. That's about as level as you can get. Um, Obviously here you can see also what we work on. Long outside leg, short inside leg, right? Um, Matching angles of the skis. That's some good stuff right there. Now some of you may think, ooh, he's leaning in. Well, that's inclination. Inclination is a part of modern skiing and modern GS, and that is how we do it. We come in at the top of the turn, move forward and inside. We're going to have inclination. It appears as if we are leaning in, but we actively level out. We have to be level by the panel. And as Coach Doug calls it, the old wipe the counter. If you look at his outside and his right arm, it'll come forward now and wipe the counter clean. And look at that level right there. He passes the gate with direction done, heading to the next apex. Looking ahead again. Where's Ted looking? I don't think the next gate is right down here. He recenters himself, right? Back over the top of the skis. And one thing we work on a lot is one skiing, and I bet you Ted has done his share, and this is one example of why it comes in handy. And he didn't want to do that, but he does know how to ski on one ski, and he had to start this turn on that inside ski. Got to put him in the back seat. A little bit of a tough time to doing that because he's coming over the breakover, and now this is the main pitch. And it is one of the steepest, most sustained pitches on the World Cup. And second run here was pretty bumpy. It was warm, over 50 degrees. They salted, didn't set up. And you can see right here, his inside leg, how bumpy that was. Solden is so steep, certainly tighter than the 35-meter radius skis these guys are using. This was set at 27 to 28, they said, which causes him to, have to redirect. So it's just too tight. It's too steep. Tosses him sideways, get him in the fall line. Not something that we want to try to really do unless we're at a necessity. Our skis and our courses allow us to really attempt to pure carve, the entire turn. But, at some point, it is important to remember that you may have to. You want every trick in the book. A little bumpy. Ted gets a little hand back in the back seat here, twisted up. Because of that, he can't get forward. His outside ski, you can see, is running on him a bit. Finally gets it to come around. Now he's a little late and low, which, Solden always, guys have to stivet. Because he was late and low, it just forced the issue, and he throws it into a power slide. Stivet being the combination of steering and pivoting. This one's amazing right here. Tosses him in and just power slides it on a relatively flat ski, so he's not really slowing down. He needed, however, to slow down a bit. There was no way. He was going too fast to actually finish the turn with direction done tight to the panel, and that's how he has to be. So he threw into a power slide, a stivet, and he went sideways until he got to the panel and then engaged. That's impressive. This is one of those, don't try this at home. We ain't ready for that, and our courses don't, we don't need that. Another redirect there. But the thing to come away from all this is how active he is, how athletic the moves are, and how he is doing everything possible. Another stivet he threw in here. He is just hammering this, taking it down the hill as much as he can. Classic stance right there. You could see angulation, gave his feet room by the panel, allowing him to drop the hip in and create angles like no one else can. Comes through, pole plant right there, and it was definitely a wild ride. But it's one of those courses, it's not going to feel good, and you're going to have that someday. You can't panic. You can see Ted right there, nice ankle flexion, hands out in front of him, standing on an outside ski. It was a great day. Something we can all learn from, guys and girls. And he celebrates by punching the camera. Mr. GS.